Hello everyone, Coping Skills here, back with another reaction. Today, doing episode 12 of The Singer 2017 with Dimash singing Contessa and Diva Dance. So I think this is like the first semi-final round special episode of the season. However, I searched high and low and everywhere and all around for some sort of English subtitled version of this episode. And there was one place where I was getting them, but they just don't have episode 12. And then the other places have episode 12, but it doesn't have English subtitles. So I even tried to record it myself, use a program to translate it and transcribe it into. I couldn't get it to work. So I'm just going to watch it for the performance, and then I'm going to watch it myself, but I'll only include what I can comment on, because without the subtitles, any of the other context is really hard to understand. So I'll give a wrap-up in English of what I can understand at the end, and include any scenes that I might be able to, figure out what's going on. But yeah, so without further ado, if you are new to the channel, I am Coping Skills, licensed mental health counselor in Florida, and started doing reaction videos to, raise mental health awareness. And I'll comment on anything mental health relevant that I see, and anything else that, I think is worthy to comment on something that's crammed in my brain. So, yeah. So let's do it. Singer 2017, episode 12, Dimash, Contessa and Diva Dance.
天赐有机经典新升级，听纯天然的音乐，喝无添加的牛奶。大家好，我是音乐合伙人阿来。
All right, so we're to our friend Alai, who's going to introduce Dimash. Let's do it.
上周突围赛啊，小哥哥坐在下面观战，他说他真的坐不住了，总想上去唱两口。今天他要演唱的这首歌融入了电影《第五元素》的插曲。大家都知道，《第五元素》里面这个歌是用电脑合成的，可是今天迪玛希会在舞台上用人声挑战这个电脑合成的作品。他今天还在编曲里加了一首意大利经典作品《Confessa》。下面我们有请迪玛希。
Well, I like the suit. He's looking pretty slick, right? Good old Dimash. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I think it'll be good. So far, man, pretty strong. I really like the low notes that he was connecting with there. It sounded really pure. I know he can go low, and I heard him go low in some, especially like the first couple of songs that I listened to, that were much after this performance. But him being this young and singing, I haven't heard him really bring through some of that low register as much, and it was really full there. So, man, it's pretty impressive. I'm going to take a little break and see if I can bring up the lyrics. Okay, so I switched to a version of at least the song that has the lyrics, and then I'll switch back to the other version to play this one. So this one's only like 7 minutes. It's just the song, but then I'll go back and watch the rest of it.
天赐有机经典新升级，听纯天然的音乐，喝无添加的牛奶。大家好，我是音乐合伙人阿来。上周突围赛啊，小哥哥坐在下面观战，他说他真的坐不住了，总想上去唱2口。今天他要演唱的这首歌融入了电影《第五元素》的插曲。
So he said that last week Dimash had to sit out, and he couldn't help but want to get up on stage and sing. So it was hard for him to sit out that week, even though, you know, it made him advance to this week. This week he's doing a song that includes the interlude from the film The Fifth Element. And I've seen The Fifth Element dozens of times. You know, when it came out, I had a friend that really loved that movie, and I would watch it with them very often. So I've seen it a bunch of times, right? Yeah, so let's see what happens.
大家都知道，《第五元素》里面这个歌是用电脑合成的，可是今天，迪玛希会在舞台上用人声挑战这个电脑合成的作品。他今天还在编曲里加了一首意大利经典作品《Confessa》。下面我们有请迪玛希。
All right, I'm excited. So a little Confessa Diva dance combination. They said that the song for Fifth Element was made by a computer to sing because who they got to sing it couldn't sing it. But yeah, so Dimash is going to sing a computer-generated song. I'm all for it. Let's hear it.
拆穿吧我的爱，来吧不怕我，给我个痛快，来吧有遗憾就遗憾，来吧牵手把往常都散发，就算等过后都不算呀，就算这风一去都要散呀，我身上忘的一点灰呀，别假装后退。Ma perché tu sei un'altra donna? Ma perché tu non sei più tu?
Yeah, so beautiful lyrics so far. Basically, it's about some sort of a breakup or you know, a relationship that was very close. Between a man and a woman, romantic, but then something happened, and it's like this person is a different woman now. Looks like a breakup of some kind. We're basically saying that everything, if we're going to break up, make it quick because it's too difficult to deal with. Kind of turn over the dinner because even just sitting and having dinner with you is like torture. It's like acid, it said. So, yeah, and now he's asking, why aren't you yourself anymore? Like, what changed? What happened? Like, what's going on with you? Take it back just a little bit.
Che mai fate del nostro bene è diventato un freddo brivido delle risate delle nostre cene scene ormai irrecuperabili io non sono più il tuo pensiero non sono più il tuo amore vero, sono il dolce confondo amaro che non mangi più.
Yeah, so continues on that same thing, basically saying like, why has our love turned cold? What happened where I'm no longer your true love, that I'm no longer something that that you want, that you desire, that I'm the part of the dinner that you throw away and don't eat. Scraps, basically, right? So yeah, sad song.
E non mangi più, ma perché tu sei un'altra donna, ma perché tu non sei più tu, ma perché non ha detto prima chi non ama non sarà amato mai. Quando viene la sera e il ricordo pian piano scompare, le trasmesse nel cuore a pianotro più grande del mare. Più grande del mare! Questa è un'altra donna, ma perché tu non sei più tu? Chi non ama non sarà amato
All right, so we're switching to the next song. Yeah, it was beautiful. Kind of the lovely lyrics there at the end reminded me of the cliche. It is better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Basically saying that you can't have really been in love unless you've felt the pain of love, right? So yeah, beautiful song. Definitely sad about a breakup. It ends, and then man, Dimash really threw himself in. Those high notes are beautiful. I really like the low register during that song. It was so full and warm. Man, it was beautiful. And then he took out the in-ear monitor and really started belting. Man, it was super powerful. Um, and then he threw himself on his knees again and punching the floor, like he was really into the performance of it, really displaying the emotions of a broken heart, right? So yeah, it was lovely. And now we're gonna switch gears into the second part of the song, the diva dance. What what is this man doing? I mean, I'm gonna go have to listen to that again, man. The staccato bits of that, is, I mean, it's so impressive. And then to go low, super low, man, just beautiful. Yep, let's go back a little bit. I want to hear some of that again. Go back about 20 seconds. This guy's face captures it all right here. Like, back further. Right here. Huh? Huh? Ah. This face right here. Alrighty. Okay. A new level of Dimash. All right, let's go. Cried out, ambulance! Call the ambulance. He's done. Man, so beautiful. Okay, so outside of the gymnastics and vocal acrobatics that we just witnessed in Diva Dance, I just wanted to touch base on the man. Outside of it just being a beautiful song and having the ballet dancer there twirling around him as he's singing, basically dancing with the music with his vocals. Man, just the mental health relevancy of having a broken heart and a breakup and trying to move on from that is a really important thing. It can cause deep depression, it can cause anxiety, it can cause people to close up after getting their heart broken and not open themselves up to love again. And that's a tragic thing. And with some people, they never recover. They just never open themselves back up to love. But most people will work through it and express and accept love again. But those that were really truly hurt and there's abuse and there's other things going on alongside it, it makes it way more difficult. So if you're in something like that, if you're in a boat where you opened yourself up, you got really deeply hurt, there was some trauma, there was some abuse, there was some really negative circumstances surrounding the breakup, you can heal, you can recover, but it is a slow process. But it takes work, and it takes perseverance, and it takes learning how to be vulnerable again, but not being vulnerable in the same way where maybe you're too open and too trusting, right? But to open yourself up gradually and to test it and give yourself a little at a time instead of just fully and completely, like a lot of people that have never been hurt by love tend to do. Go dive into that swimming pool of love head first. But it's okay to take a step at a time, right? So yeah, that's my little mental health sense perspective for today. But yeah, let's continue and finish out the last couple minutes here, and then I'll switch back to the other one without the subtitles to see the results.
Bravo！
用尽全力了，真的用尽全力。
谢谢。
Үлкен рахмет, маэстро, thank you.
谢谢迪玛希，让我们再次把掌声送给每次带给我们震撼和惊喜的迪玛希，送给他，谢谢。
She basically said applause to Dimash, who always gives us shocks and surprises.
这个会缺氧哎。
女孩都高。
That I would be tired. I would lack oxygen. And she said it's too high even for a girl, let alone being a boy.
何况是男孩。 我们俩一起来。
而且这场半决赛呢，重
Oh, that's too funny. You can say that they're all impressed for sure. Oh, wow. Alrighty, well, I'm going to switch to the other one. Be right back.
先来为大家公布一下歌手互投的前3名。歌手半决赛歌手互投的第3名，3个字，
狮子王
狮子王。
不公布。
太多了。
歌手互投的第2名，空缺。
没有并列第一。
互投的第1名有2位，其中1位是
Sandy。
Father。
林爸爸。
So yeah, I think they're doing the voting for the order of the next week, right? The winner among themselves, and there's no third place, there's no second place, just a first place announcement. And they're saying either Sandy or Terry Lynn. It's kind of Dimash just said Father Lynn and pointed to him.
其中一个第1名是林忆莲。
So Sandy Lynn won the singer voting, internal singer voting. I'm not sure what they get for it in the semifinals. Probably the same thing, where they get to choose the order of the next episode. So yeah.
那么还有一位互投的第1名，她是一位年轻的女歌手。
T 呀，碧晨。
她就是第1名，有2位，其中1位是
Sandy。
Father。
林爸爸。
其中一个第1名是林忆莲。那么还有一位互投的第1名，她是一位年轻的女歌手。
So a tie for first place.
T 呀，碧晨。
她就是袁娅维。
谢谢大家。
这个刘顿讲座最后一次落到你们2人手中了。
哇，好棒！
我最爱的人。
恭喜！
谢谢黄老师，谢谢。
那么接下来我们就要来面对。
Okay, so yeah, it's a very difficult for me to understand anything that happened in that voting. It was very different. So if anybody knows what happened in the voting, let me know below. But yeah, it was a beautiful performance, and I look forward to seeing Dimash in episode 13. And that one does have some English subtitles, so I'll be able to provide a little bit more. But until then, click on something here, and we'll see you next time.